Got the solution, and I do. And to the I, to the do, to the if you didn't know the quote, to the quote, to the pole. Looking like gotta get race up interest though. Interest in like it won't uphold the jack. Pull the G, the Pradas, go and get them Pradas. New to have it, go to see those hollow evenings. If they ain't getting it hollow, go this evening. Have the way then. Never had to weigh it out, but it's B&E, seafood play then. See in French they callin', talking about seafood play then. Got a ghost phantom like it's Casper baiting. Cebu playing later on, Cebu staying. She was bugging like she raid, you fed dad. Fed, talking about you thinking about special tests. Been educated, been important, special last. Specialists came around, already been a sergeant, already been past the captain in the waving in. Capping in 10 aluminum foil. Get metal watch, aluminum can protect you in the soil. Pants was spoiled, Penny got the chosen dance. She generally be choosing me, she not too choosy. You can see, you can have it go to get. Already knew she older with, smelling like she knew I was the older kid. She just wanna read 32 bar from me. Get the antidote and beat it, mixed it up some more. The water ain't getting whipped some more. I gotta tell you later then. Later seeing how it wasn't how to be. Aqua win, Aquafina on it win. You ain't never Aquafina drip again. See my friend came around, she looked chatting, never tell again. Fed and then talking about we fed it up. You ain't talking about what you was hustling, told you they had enough. That was not nothing to say what was happening when talking about you thought about triple sick before you rapping in. The one could go to try to get the 8 before sideways, infinity straight. Back the time before you even knew how gangster was, hey. Back to boo when Casper in, she rode in Phantom accident. And if you Phantom opera, watch him go and try to op ya like it's opportunity to hard to knock ya. Older school to hip to hop ya. Came around to big the proper, notorious list D. Looking like you review C. And if it's Machiavelli, might as well just go and cop the read. Soon as that before you reread that, I already came and see breezy that. Came around and knew it before you really had a VA cap sitting in. Already rolled past Parallel when I trooper in. Legic land, not after collegiate, but it's a prestigious then. Academically a credit, go ahead, I got that credit. You could try to change your app, I guess you couldn't. App instead it to the apprehend. Talking about who trapping when could even talk about the time of Alpha Rapid then. Wrap it up, no mummified. You looking like who's tomb to say near doom, okay? It's MFF and doom, okay? That's just off the scrapping. Looking like who M and rapping. M and not the R.I.P. Separate like it was M to T. Came back to that batter though, the matter still did matter though. We mix it like we white with chocolate, what was really matter though? Those stars with bucks, looking like who lost they luck. I already told you I ain't Andrew, but I got some luck. Throwed it up and hold it up. She frozen up, she chosen up. She see was what, never had to know what was up before you holding back to say how was that older that. Older than the out the older before the time can make you that. That could go in tick and talk and portrait. If it was on Insta, dang. If it gets the porter weight, I guess it was on Instagram. I caught a Kuwait the time out, looking like who thought they mind out. Mine ain't even take a phrase to see that's not those paraphrase. If it was those shortened ways, you could try to short the phrase. It was nothing to the sea before the time was take the bays and overdays and ocean sprays. She came around to obey the strays, and before they had to go bay today to deport the trade that came around end the days and looking like it was no And if you ain't know how it's gone, that's the reason who had the won't and gone then. Like who was going blowing, like harmonica ain't knowing. So and gone and go and blow before you touched by angel though. And hella sincere, claim the sentence before you sensei though. Sensei when you saying, talk about who kick, who playing. Never had the chance to stand, talking about who ran those plans. Already got the future past and left you see it a air again. If it wasn't Cedar Hawk, I guess Steve Hawk still walk again. Jesus in the end a friend. I never had to end a friend. You barely even comprehend. Lynching, go to get the berg. You already know the ice was A's, that's near the berg. You miles with the verb, you should just work like Uzi Vert. I did it, rock the stop, I guess your hip ain't hurt. Move to work, the hopping up, the hibernating. Later on, she right there skating like the ice this show. Looking like the crisis though, no terrorize. Praying for those even if they in ISIS though. And I assist and hey and throw it to hide the risk and electrify the cloud with missions. And give it to God and know that Christ is always a part of the mission. The Christian in before you didn't end your friend. Saying they ain't comprehend, no comprehend. That's just why out no comprehend. I should I say me to go. I ain't about me so we can go. That's the hair talking about you took your pledge before you would start flipping birds like snooping in like pray to bed and talking about the talking like who sued the Fed, who knew the Fed before the rear can copy few and talking about who rid of you. Rid of you ain't holding up. I guess who ain't that cold enough. I air y'all eye to see before I snowed up. Hold it up, the crypto talk about who told and talking about who rushing though. They came back get the rock from before the city had the rocket though. Elon got that profit though before it's not out really know to say what was in before who city go. City R.I.Cing then and aren't we seeing then before it's with the man to understand the day was money again. Money going be so dang talking about you mad complain. Flying in the airport code to see how was the plane gon' land in sight. Before before us free to style tonight. The style ain't really wildin' like I got the cannon alright. If it wasn't no, that's just Jeff and Butler though. Already got her over there, she wanna get some nuggets though. That's his offer win, cold as Denver then. Already know I got her even in the end. In the beginning still it was even then. Back to who, didn't it ooh, matter what Methuselah knew. Time is still the future for everybody to understand is the truth. Bible win, pray for all of them. And all win if you go and get the KO to ran. Back to Coda plan if you go back to Japan. Shin could talk about you kick on hill before they could toe. Kick it like you didn't know. Back to seeing Cantonese and all of those pray on their knees and standing and God we please. We ain't even pleasured in. Not this offer go the light the U.S. accent if you K before the kingdom take you right to Indiana. Already know who perished then before you didn't know. If you had to understand the Ghana win before it came back to Gandhi then and heard how it was far from away and looking like who's sleeping no can. The Zuka to go to get the disease and looking like Zulu on sleeping the trees. If you gotta come around begging the Khan could go and let it go like King Kong though. And if I swing Godzilla though, you talking about if it was industrialized, I guess Detroit should show. Warrior load and Candace sold and ain't gotta read a load before the cannons blow. Looking like it's off the shore like Richmond didn't know some more. Back to towns, looking like I already got the points like I was in a car. Calling the towns, call a junior, call around. The burger ain't even got those Carl's Junior beef. No capiche, you out your reach. You could try to roam, seize the game and left it alone. A little Caesar alone, get your pizza out of the zone. I flipped the bread and crush it like it was really that's a pizzone. Now you talking about dropping out so really should I go upon? I ain't never have to do. I pray that they ain't chose upon to be froze upon to be ice icy freeze. Mad at goo and go and see. Gooey like it's chewy, like we had to get canoey be. Can you really be? If it's not to please your bee, if it's not the leisure, it's the light so we can see the tree. See the tree, that's photosynthesis. Think about those sentences. Growing up without that time, we doing it without sentence. Sentence being one to grow up, not to older two to see how it was three to artificially intelligent. Go ahead, mess up what you say and talk about a three before you get on point. Fade away, back to four. If it was a fade, I guess you know it did spell some four. F was at the A before I gave you more. I ain't have to say when, back to five, no ending, no end back to go reply. Six and voting how who ride. Six could go to hold it up, never had to hold it down. Seven I already hold it down, the seven don't even came around. Round to seed 11 like 24 will be 24 that hour looking like times multiply the play and talking about who ate the hate. Looking like the eight could get wood like clink off bait. Bait could see the stream. Lone shark trying to make it means off the infinity straight the times the hate and half was seen. That's your happiness, the cyanide. Try to pour it, you could ride. You could try to ride the bread, watch it rise. Notify unleavened them before you understand who knew. You had the choice, now go to choose. That's his prayers for those Jews. Jews is not off chain and neck and locking conviction and major bet. R.I.P. Before us the resurrected go to sea and talking about two mosques like it was Catholic seeing over hands. Never been over plans. I pray for those even if they Roger over before they hoverland. Jacob plan, that's his offer. Go to Carter, hustle like who did that harder. I ain't gotta hustle or nor do that problem, nor is that really harder. Up to stressing, up to second guessing, working like I ain't know the armed forces won't even holding back God's blessing.